coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rainbow Warriors will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas's offense comes onto the field first today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense has its first opportunity of the day. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Working the big fella downfield and outside. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nice move to keep running. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense.
There he goes! The tag! And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He'll start the return inside his stride. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hawai'i ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Unloads to the right. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Now the play fake. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell he threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's gonna go.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. It'll be a draw.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play home.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Hawai'i offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Davis will throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Scott. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They're setting up the screen. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for second down. Davis looking to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go with a direct snap. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Good, right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. The give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He wants to change this route. They'll run the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Davis will throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
From the gun, give on the inside. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And that's a good second down run commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
To the air on second down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll go to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Working on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Davis looking to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The play action fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Baxter. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub, they want to get other...
Touchdown, Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawai'i has it back as they send the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Red pass, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. Davis will throw. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up third down.
Looking to throw again. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Moore.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Hard running there. Across the 45. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Moore. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He's in open space downfield. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Davis looking to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught over the middle. It's Lockett. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Let's go. Fullback's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that 1st down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? This is 1995. We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just a short pass to the tight end. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead and they just want to finish strong. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. He now has 91 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's a draw. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go. But those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first. Then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
The Longhorns are marching down the field. Using his legs, it's Russell. Across the 25, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Going to the run, it's Baxter. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's such a great physical play by the D. This is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Here's the handoff. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Davis will throw. Pressure coming. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Makes a stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drop.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Sets up the screen. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Under fire. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get to him as he throws. Converts on 4th down. Still going. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Rainbow Warriors had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Weaver. Here's a heat. Working that left side now. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Hawai'i offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to throw, it's Allen. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stopped.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly.
The give to the fullback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
It's like a cheat code. You know what's coming, but it's so hard to stop when you got the big fullback who comes downhill when you need it the most on 3rd down and just falls forward and is going to get the 1st down. It's so nice to have, and this offense is set up with a chance to run this clock out.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Okay, ready?
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job.